What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Country Boy. We doing a blackout stream tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. This is not about the visuals, this is about the content. So, just wanted to say hey to everybody. Let you guys know that I haven't went anywhere. And, we still trucking. So, here's what we want to talk about. We want to talk about in your life as a person. In your life as a person. Do you live by the wish creed? The hope creed or the wish factor? Let me explain to you a little bit about what this is. Okay? The hope creed is where people go through their lives every day hoping that nothing happens. They're hoping that everything's going to go well. They hope they get their promotion. They hope that their wife is faithful. They hope that they're not going to get the COVID, as they call it. The wish factor, on the other hand, is a different type of lifestyle. You wish somebody would say something to you. You wish that boss man or boss lady would overlook you for that promotion because you've worked your hind end off and you've proven that what you're doing in your life is right. See, the difference there is how you conduct yourself. Now this is my personal opinion, but I'd rather live by the wish factor. Because the hope creed hasn't gotten me anywhere in 41 years. Hoping that everything goes well. Hoping that I've got a job at the end of the week. Hoping that people like me because I'm a personable person. It's nothing but a bunch of fake promises and a fake, just make-believe life. To where if you live by the wish factor, I wish a mother would say something to me about the way I look. I wish somebody would say something to me about the way I talk. I wish somebody would say something about the way I live or the way that I have raised my child. Because that does nothing but make me want to open up a can of whoop butt. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta you say, well, Country, why you talk about fighting? Why you doing about this? There is fighting, a part of it. But at the same time, it's just that mentality. By making sure that you're doing all the things that are necessary in life, shouldn't nobody be able to question nothing. So if they are questioning you, if they're saying, oh, you shouldn't whip your children, you shouldn't discipline your animals, I'll compare any of my animals and my children to any of y'all's any day. It's not that it's because they fear me. It's because they respect the job that I'm doing. See, too many people in society nowadays, they don't respect themselves or respect others. That's gone away. That's today's society. That's this new mentality of today's teenagers and young adults. People have forgotten to be fearful, and they've forgotten how to eat humble pie. Sometimes you got to eat crow. Sometimes things don't go the way they're supposed to. Everything is not rainbows and unicorns. And unfortunately, a lot of parents, a lot of politicians, a lot of people, they want to promise a bunch of free stuff. They want to promise, oh, well, if you do this, it's okay because you participated. You should get a trophy just like a winner. But you know what? Life doesn't give two craps about your participation trophy. Life is the one and only undefeated heavyweight champion of the world and does not have a problem kicking you in the mouth, knocking you down, and beating you to a bloody pulp. So I made sure I raised my children to understand that. I made sure that every day I live my life to remember that. Respect the ones that have came before me. Respect my elders. Respect my veterans. Respect those in authority. And we just need to have more of that. You don't have to be fearful. You don't have to fear that if you get pulled over by a cop, that you're going to be killed because of the color of your skin. You shouldn't be fearful that because you're driving through a certain neighborhood that you're going to be pulled over because of the color of your skin. You shouldn't be labeled a terrorist because of the color of your skin. But that's the world we live in, just like with anything else. But it's also a world that we've put ourselves in. By forgetting to be fearful, by forgetting to be respectful, by forgetting to be humble, we have 2020. So all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, is this. It has nothing to do with where you're grown up. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. It has to do with your heart. Pretty confident that a majority of us, no matter what preference, no matter what color, no matter what religion, grew up knowing manners, grew up knowing respect for their elders. You know, that's something that we got to get back to if we want to fix what's going on. We got to learn to be respectful again. If you want to identify as a Apache helicopter, I'm going to respect that. If you're, gay, I'm going to respect that. If you're going to, that doesn't mean that you got to throw that all up in my face. But I'm going to respect you for who you are, and I'm going to show that respect to you. If you're a different religion than I am, or if I'm a different religion than you are, you're Christian or Muslim or anything, I'm going to respect that. Doesn't mean I can't be friends with you. Doesn't mean that we can't learn from each other. But we have to start living the life of excuses. The life of excuses is, well, I looted this place to protest, so it should be okay. I was speeding because I had to get to work on time. Those are excuses. You gotta own up. Those are very simple and very two different ends of the spectrum. But you gotta own up to your mistakes. There's no reason to burn things and riot because you want free stuff. You gotta make a decision, America, ladies and gentlemen. Are you going to continue down this path of hoping everything goes well? Or are you going to take control of your life and live by the wish factor? Live your life being fearful, not for your life, but being fearful in the fact that you are judged based on your actions. You're judged based on your actions. Am I going to judge you because you wear your pants halfway down to your knees? Initially, not going to lie. You can say I'm racist, whatever, but hell, that's, first impressions are everything.
In 1 mile, I-40 West is on the left.
First impressions are everything. You know that, I know that. But I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak. I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk to me. I'm going to be respectful. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You should live your life the same way. You look at me, or you look at, certain people, and they may have a certain shirt on or a hat on, or
West is on the left.
Something that you may not agree with. Maybe you're down in the South. They got a rebel flag hat on, or they got this, or they got that. You don't agree with it. Does that automatically make them a racist? No. Just because you don't like it, don't mean that they're a racist. Just because you live by
I-40 West.
the Hope Creed doesn't make anybody a racist. See, that's the difference between people that are standing up for what's right or wrong and people that are just sitting back with their hands out. I'm going to tell you a quick story, and then I'm going to leave you for tonight. I heard this motivational speaker speak one time. I watched it on YouTube or something like that. I wasn't in the audience. But they were talking about your drive as a person to be successful. And the story kind of went like this, and I'm going to paraphrase. A young man went up to an older man that was very successful. He said, I want to be successful like you. And the old man said, are you ready to put in some work? He said, oh yeah. He said, well, you meet me down here at the beach tomorrow and I'll show you how to be successful. So they met at the beach the next day. He told the guy, he said, you know, go ahead, you know, strip down to your boxer briefs or whatever. He said, I want you to walk out in that water. Guy walked out there to his ankles. He said, no, keep going. Walked out to his knees. He said, I don't feel successful yet. He said, no, keep going. Got up to his chest. He said, no, keep going. Finally, the water had gotten up to the man's bottom of his chin. He looked at the old man. He said, I don't understand. How is this going to make me successful? He said, no, you got to go just a little bit further. The man walks a couple more steps and the water had finally gotten up to his eyes, and his nose and his mouth was underwater, and he was kind of jumping up, bobbing up, trying to get air. Waves coming down. He's having to kind of swim a little bit. And he yells over to the old man. He said, well, how is this going to make me be successful? And the old man looked at him and he said, you know, if you're willing to work and want to be successful as hard as you're trying to keep breathing right now, you will be successful in life. See, nowhere in that story does it say, sit on your hind end with your hand out. Nowhere in there does it say that you're too good for a certain job because that's not the job you want. Nowhere in that story does it say to just depend on somebody else or depend on your government or depend on anything. What makes people successful in life? Success doesn't mean you got to have a bunch of money. Doesn't mean that you have to have fancy cars. It means that you feel accomplished and that you're happy. Ladies and gentlemen, are you happy? Are you happy in your current situation? Are you happy with your job? Are you happy with your relationship? Because the only person that can change that is you. It's not your boss man's fault. It's not your wife's fault. It's not your friend's fault. Sometimes being an adult sucks and you have to make decisions that make you happy. So you can continue to live by this hope creed and hope that everything's going to be okay, and you sit there and you're just a little sheep and you got your little hand out and you want people to put money in your hand, put success in your hand, put happiness in your hand, put love in your hand. I'm going to continue to be on this side, and I'm going to fight for everything that I have and everything that I want. The choice is yours, ladies and gentlemen. Which type of person are you? If you've liked this comment, if you've liked this content, leave me a comment. I appreciate it. We had a long way to go tonight, so you guys may see me again. Appreciate you guys very much. I'll talk to you later. Have a great night.